All right. In terms of when you see folks making mistakes, especially less experienced players, you've been playing for a long time. What are there any kind of just major mistakes that you kind of see repeated? You can kind of show up to a field and kind of pretty well know, like, oh yeah, that people make that mistake a lot, especially when they're learning the game. Now that might be hitting or it might be defense or something like that. But anything you would feel like, yeah, that's pretty common, and it's just something you got to learn, kind of grow into the game.
One big thing is kind of defensive alignment. I was watching a lot of the Challenge Cup games this past weekend, and just seeing, especially with two strikes, seeing how big the holes still are in the middle of the field. Like, you're making the job a lot easier on these hitters if you're not taking away any of that real estate in the outfield or in the infield when they have two strikes. Every once in a while, you will get beat, on the backside line when somebody has two strikes on them, but most people aren't going to risk fouling out. They're going to try to hit the ball in the middle of the field somewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, okay.
Everybody's got to be on the same page on that, though, because you can't have one person kind of cheat over and then you're leaving a big hole somewhere else in the middle of the field. It's got to all shrink together, if that makes sense.
Yeah, interesting.
That's one blatant thing.
Yeah, I have not thought of that. So I'll just repeat. I just make sure I hear what you're saying. So, like, typically when a hitter has two strikes on them, they're not going to try to paint the lines anymore. So they're going to try to make sure they're in play. So you almost like give them line. If you want to try that, go for it. But we're going to shrink the midfield for you on you. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's one huge thing. And then as far as hitting goes, it's just, not necessarily mistakes. It's just seeing the inconsistency, I guess. That's really what it is. There's a lot of talent in the lower levels, especially at the plate. It's just figuring out, consistency and then approaches.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. All right, 2 more questions here. Tell us what is the most stressful hitting situation that you find yourself in, and how do you prepare for that?